What's good, y'all? It's that boy, Easy Millions, and I'm your host of that boy, ETV. You already know, man. We are actually on FragPunk, and boy, oh boy, I've actually been on this game for a while now, but this is the first time I'm actually making a video on it. I wanted to make sure I went ahead and grinded all the way through to where I got to rank play. This way, I at least know that I do enjoy the game, because I don't really believe in covering games you don't play or enjoy playing. So that's just not me. So now I'm here. I've been enjoying this game, and I want to just bring it to you guys. But what is FragPunk, right? So FragPunk is a 5v5 search and destroy style game with multiple lancers that all do a whole bunch of different abilities. Like, you have one that heals themselves, you have one that goes invisible, you have one that has a rocket launcher, one that has drones, and all kind of different abilities, man. The lancers themselves, I feel, are very colorful, very fun to play. There's probably one for your specific play style, so don't hesitate to pick up the game and just try out all the characters, because for the most part, all of them are pretty good and viable. I haven't really ran into any character that's bad, per se. Now, are some better than others? Of course, but that's how it goes, right? So, but overall, man, I think all the lancers are pretty viable. I'm pretty sure I see pretty much every single one of them at some point during my play session. So it seems pretty balanced as far as those lancers go. But there is one that turns invisible that's a little cheap. But the longer I've been playing, now I'm able to deal with her a little bit better. So I think that's just something that comes with that. Now, when it comes to the game modes, right, you have your basic TDM and you have your classic search and destroy style game that comes with shard cards. So basically, their S&D after every round, the teams will vote on cards that change up the game, right? It adds special rules to the game for that round, right? So in the background here, as you can see, this is some ranked gameplay going on for you guys, and you will see the cards being picked in between the rounds. Now, when it comes to these cards, most of the shard cards are pretty good, but there are a few that are very, very overpowered, or you know, they add things to the game. Like, there's one card that adds a mist with these Grim Reaper things to one of the plant sites, and like when you're walking on the plant site, you have very limited vision. And again, this is what I mean by some are like really good and then some are like bad, in my opinion. I don't see how the mist helps either team, because both teams are affected by it. So that's one of those cards where I'm like, this one's kind of bad. But then you have OP cards. Like, you have one card which allows you to carry your melee at most of the time, and your melee blocks all attacks, incoming attacks from gunfire and stuff like that. So most of the time when a team gets this card, that team usually dominates and wins that round. So there are certain shard cards that are more powerful than others, but for the most part, I would have to say that they're pretty much balanced. So when it comes to the cards, all they really do is just add another layer to the game and make it more interesting. I do think that these cards are one of the reasons why I prefer FragPunk over like something like Call of Duty Search and Destroy, because Call of Duty Search and Destroy, in my opinion, is not fun. But for some odd reason, this is basically the same game mode, and I enjoy it here. So maybe that's probably why I do the shard cards. Now, another thing is, you have your weapons, right? You have all your basic weapons like the M4, the AK. You have your SMGs, your shotguns, snipers, marksman rifles. Pretty much every gun in the game, in my opinion, I would say is good to go, except for the shotguns. I haven't really seen anyone use these shotguns except for one game, and that person, I mean, he maybe had 2 kills at the end of the game. And again, I just don't see the purpose in shotguns with this game, because most of your time, I feel your gunfights are going to be from medium to long range. It's very rare that I feel you'll be close enough to really take advantage of a shotgun, but it is there. So pretty much all the weapons outside of the shotguns, in my opinion, are pretty good. Now, another thing that sets this game apart from other S&Ds is if you have first in rank, you have 6 rounds you got to win. If both teams get to 5 rounds, you go into what's called a duel mode, where all 5 players go into a 1v1. So you have the first 2 players that go up in a 1v1 with 150 health. Whoever wins that stays on and goes up against the next person until they lose. Now, let's say you lose health in the fight. If you win your first fight and you are at 75 health, when you start the next fight, you'll still be at 75 health. So basically, each team has to go through a series of 1v1s to break the tie. This is the first time I've seen something like this in this type of game mode, and boy, oh boy, dual mode is I don't get it very often, but when I do, it's very fun to play, man. It adds another element and layer to the game that something like Call of Duty's Search and Destroy doesn't actually really offer you. So the dual mode is excellent. I think the Lancers are really good. The game modes, there's a couple of it. You have like a zombie type mode. And then, of course, the shark cards definitely change up this game. Now, let's talk about this rank system because I made sure to grind into it so I could see it a little bit before I actually start talking about it. So the rank system, even though this is a team-dependent game, similar to ones of like Marvel Rivals, this game has a very, very huge solo factor where as long as you are pretty good or decent at the game, you can have pretty much bad teammates and still win. So solo play does matter, even though it's a team-based game, but this is one of those games where if you are exceptionally good at it, you can basically come in and just carry the whole team and not even have to worry about anything until you get to, I'm assuming, whatever rank it is that you are no longer able to just fully carry all the way through. Now, another thing about the rank system I truly do enjoy about this, and one thing that I hated like in other team-based rank systems like Marvel Rivals, is when somebody rage quits or abandons the game, you're also forced to lose points. Well, in FragPunk, if someone is getting dropped off and they decide on quitting, you will not lose any points for that game. Will you gain points if you win? I'm not sure, because all of the games that I've been a part of, I've lost once teammates lose, so I haven't yet to win one. But I feel like if you happen to win, they will give you the points. But as soon as I get confirmation on that, or if any of you guys happen to be watching the video, let me know down in the comments. Does it actually still give you points if your teammates abandon you and you happen to still win the game? Because that is possible due to the fact, again, that solo play is so important. Now, the other last thing I want to touch on before I get up out of here, man, is the progression system and the way that the game gives currency to buy stuff. One of these things here is the progression system lets you know when you first get into the game, you must grind your way to level 20 in order to play rank. I do agree with this. It did take me a couple days to actually get to 20, because once you get to like level 15 and stuff like that, it takes a little bit to actually rank up. But I do like the fact that they do make you wait until level 20, because it does make sure that you actually know pretty much what you're doing. You get what I'm saying? Now, the progression you get from both your account level and of that of the battle pass seem to be extremely well. I haven't even really been, trying to complete the battle pass, but throughout my playtime, I've almost done. I think I'm at level 50 something. There's only 60, and I just realized this the other day, and I didn't even know that I was that high on the battle pass. So I'll probably end up buying it once I complete the whole thing, because they might as well at that point. Might as well get everything. But the progression you get is fast, I think very fair, and that's both for your account level and also for the battle pass. And when you are playing the game, it gives you premium currency at a very good rate. I know when you first come in, they do give you a free token to get a Lancer. And if you play for a while, I think I played for maybe like a day and a half, 2 days. And then I was able to earn another Lancer unlock just from playing the game. So again, the progression you get in this is amazing. So again, just playing the game alone will gain you a lot. I know some games don't actually really reward you for just playing it, but this is one that's a free to play, and when you play, you will actually get a lot of free things for free. Like, you even get the little currency coins to go ahead and drop in. They have this one section in the store where it's like prize pools for highly, good items, and they even give you the tokens for those things while just from playing the game. So just from getting on and enjoying the game and having fun, they do reward you for that, man. But over and on and all in all, man, FragPunk to me is a breath of fresh air in the FPS, being that I do want a game where I can just go in and shoot people and I'm not actually having to play Battle Royale, or I'm not having to sweat my ass off like I do in Call of Duty anytime I play multiplayer due to their skill-based matchmaking. Is SBMM in this game? I don't really know. I don't feel it is. I feel there's multiple skill levels every time I load into a match. So honestly, I think the matchmaking is great, man. But the overall game, from the game modes to the Lancers to the weapons and that amazing duel mode, is great. The shark cards do add a lot to the game. Some are OP, but most are good. And you do have some bad ones. Overall, the rank system is it is team dependent, but solo play definitely matters, and you don't have to worry about when your trash ass teammates abandon you. You won't have to worry about that. And once again, the progression in this is very good, and you do get a lot just from picking up and playing the game, man. But let me know how you guys feel about this. How many of y'all are new to FragPunk within, the last month or so, like me? How many of y'all been playing for a while? And what are y'all overall thoughts on this game, man? But down in them comments, let me know and let's get a conversation started. But hey, I'm gonna leave y'all off with the rest of this gameplay here in the background, and I hope y'all enjoy that, man. But as always, please like, comment, subscribe, follow, share, become a supporter, and catch me streaming on Facebook Gaming and Twitch at DatBoyETV. Nah, catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace.
A penny main is excited for this fucking next season, dog. I'm about to fucking get my war penny before next season because I'm about to be fucking running that bitch.
Where is the converter? Do I have it? I do.
You don't think 3 penny nests is insane, nigga? What? And one of them is a fucking respawn? What? Like, what? That's fucking nuts. And the other throws out continuous shield for the team? We are going back to season 6.
Oh my goodness. The fact I just won like that is wild. That's wild. The fact I just beat these niggas like that is stupid, bro. First 2 niggas. I'm in the planting spot. I'm able to plant this shit right by planting shit. I guess. I had 25 kills, nigga.